Hello guys, welcome to another C&C Rivals video. So today we're going to be talking about the laser drone unit, going over the units it can is really good against, units is really bad against, and without further ado, let's get into the video. So I have one victory and 2 defeats, but the 2 defeats are mainly me goofing around trying to figure out which starts to really go with, but this is the one I actually won right here. The one that I won, or at least in terms of the ones I was going to record. The other one, I've won like probably 3 matches with this deck so far. So I go ahead and start with the normal rush. The rush went really well this time. You can see here, I pretty much go ahead and get his harvester down. You see how much damage these things do to harvesters. They're very efficient and very good. And by the way, I would not be doing that much commentary over the video because I'm kind of under the weather. So I'm mainly going to let you guys enjoy some of the replays here and mainly talk over the parts that's important. So you see here, I'm building 3 drones, so I'm going ahead and moving in on his harvester, and I will be able to take out his harvester. Only 1 missile trooper to stop me. Also, just in case you didn't notice, I built no harvester, and this was actually accidental. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't purposely not build a harvester, but it really paid off, and because all my units in my deck are so cheap to the point where I don't even pay for them. I did this whole thing without a harvester because he actually did try to take out my harvester, I think once or twice, but since I have no harvester, he had no harvester to kill. It was absolutely hilarious when I saw him, and I did not realize until I saw his attack bikes. I didn't have a harvester. This whole game, I'm going in like, this is going well so far. You know, harassing his harvester, but then, I noticed and I think, yeah, right here, this is when I noticed, I have no harvester, and it's just like, why? But it actually worked because, once again, my units are so cheap in this deck, with Venoms and stuff, that it's so good. And once again, this is probably, in my opinion, the best deck for the drones. It's very cheap, very sustainable, and very, very good. This is what I've discovered, in my opinion, is the best. The other 2 that I'm going to use are probably not the best. They're not exactly good. I'm using harvesters in that one, but I did go really successful when I did not build a harvester. So, it's up to you whether or not you want to build harvesters, but you can see here, I'm constantly harassing. I actually started playing correctly. In the other ones, I kind of, didn't really play too well. I wasn't harassing his harvesters enough with the lasers, drones, so unfortunately I managed not to win those, but however, I learned my lesson, and after 2 defeats I learned my lesson, and here we are. I managed to get a nice win, and it was pretty easy because I kept going back in to harass his harvesters, pulling my drones back, going back in, harass, pulling my drones back, going back in, harass. That's a very good tactic. I didn't suicide my drone, paid off, because if I would have suicided my drones, then I probably would have not gotten his second harvester, but I took out 2 harvesters. You can see here, I'm sitting at 30 Liberium at the moment, and he's sitting at 150, but nothing to spend it on because of his unit cap. And I do like the new UI setup in this update. You can you can actually look now, you can see the unit cap him really, because he has 5 units on the battlefield right now. You see that unit cap is moving so slowly, but because I just killed one, it went back up, so you got another unit. Unfortunately, building units constantly, he's just pausing. I guess he's waiting for me to build something he can counter, because at the moment I'm only building missile troopers, and he builds a flame trooper, which he should have did. Unfortunately, he didn't. So there you go. That's going to be the win. So we're going to go ahead and get into the next 2 replays. Probably not going to do that too much commentary over those ones. However, there will be some things I do want to point out in there. So here we are in my second battle of testing out some things. And this one, I used Kane. Mistakes were made. Kane was a horrible idea. So far, I figured out Jade is probably the best because of the vision with the drones, and I actually messed up in this one too. I moved my first drone down here and stealthed and hid from his units, and I waited out for a second drone. That's why I hesitated there. However, with my second drone, I didn't try to stealth. I went straight through the mid. Had I not gone straight through the mid, I would have had more time to actually take out his unit, take out his harvester. So unfortunately, I didn't have enough time. But I think I did get the harvester here. But even though I did, I still got caught. I didn't get as stealthy, but I guess it's okay. So I do get his harvester, and I build my own harvester. This at the point I didn't realize how good it would be to actually not build a harvester. Had I not built a harvester, I would have been able to get a venom out and then instantly counter his unit and keep controlling the missile. But unfortunately, I didn't do that. I get a venom out second. And once again, in this one, I was not pressuring his harvester. Still, I let him get that double harvester, unfortunately. And yeah. So if you're bringing those drones, you have to constantly press, because you see here, he's in building nothing but infantry. My drones are pretty much a useless unit right now. I don't actually start finally trying to pressure his harvesters again to the end of the game. So I'm going to let you just replay because, well, never did it all.
Major structural damage received. Unit lost. Defense online.
Got it.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Ready to roll.
Unit ready.
Ready. You can.
Defense lost.
Stop. 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 I'm on it. Moving. Oh.
Unit ready.
Harvester, ready to go for a stroll. Forward, mark. Powering up thruster. I'm on it.
Missile launched. Unit ready.
Still drifting. You can.
Defense online.
You got it. Stop. Left on in motion. Moving out. Let's go for a stroll.
Defense lost. Event cancelled. Unit lost. Unit ready. Nuclear weapon launched. Defense lost.
So let's go ahead and get to the next replay. Oh, by the way, sorry about the random freezing or lagging or whatever that is. It's something wrong with my phone. I don't know what it is, but probably gonna get looked at, because when I record on my tablet, it works perfectly fine. But on my phone, it's just like, I don't know what's happening. So it's not the app. I don't know what it is. But let's go and get to the next video or next replay.
Battlefield
Here
control.
we are against the GDI again. However, this time things went a lot more better. Well, actually, technically, they went worse. I still lost this one, but
New objective
they went a little bit
available.
more better. And I learned not to start out with missile troopers.
Harvester
So
ready.
this one actually started out with missile troop and didn't end well. Match failed horribly. Yet again, I now know that probably the best way to use it is not to build a
Building
harvester,
online.
which is why I'm pretty much doing this video mainly to basically tell you how not to use and how to use the drones. The first replay is probably the best way to use them. The second replay,
Capacitors on the move.
it's okay. In this replay right here, no. This is definitely not how you use them. But the second and first ones, the second one, Kane is horrible. I'm sorry, horrific. He's horrible. I did use Jade in this one, however, and once again, I think it was probably the main reason I won that last one was because I decided to go ahead and no harvester. And for some reason, I don't know why, but it seems like no harvester builds work a lot more better than actual harvester builds sometimes. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's just me. And here, once again, I don't know, I was just like all over the place in this match. You can see here, this dude's destroying my harvester, and I walked right past him with the laser trooper. And I just now realized, and I finally tried to stop him, but it's too late. Harvester's already dead. He was like, and I did all this stuff like last night, because I didn't get access to the game until last night, thanks to my alliance. So, thank you to anyone in my alliance that actually donated some cards to because they ended up in the shop this morning. Well, technically last night because I was up until this morning, technically. But, whenever the shop resetted, I went ahead because I was still on time. I was playing other games and I was editing one of my other videos and uploading it too. So I was like, going and checking. I was like, oh, cool. There's so many units in there, so I went ahead and bought it. And you see here, this is the main thing I really want to show this off. I'm probably going to play the rest of this through probably in the video after this, but you see here, it took like 3 or 4 drone units to take out one pit bull. And that's pretty much the main reason I wanted to show off this one. I'm going to lose this, but the main reason I wanted to show off this one was specifically because of that. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on 2 times speed and let you enjoy the rest of it. It takes like 3 or 4 drones to take out one pit. My drones are level 4, the pit bull is level 8, so probably going to take like 3 or 2 drones to take out one pit bull once I get mine level 8. So I hope you guys enjoyed. That's going to be it for now.
Unit ready.
Keep it together.
Warhead launched.